Finally, guys, we got a really good game. That last game was boring. It was like, bleh. But this one is amazing. I'm having a lot of fun with this one so far. Here's my opening. Um, it's a little awkward. This is Googlebot right here, and I gave him Tamer. As for other players, there's a few with experience of a couple games, and a few that, don't really have that much experience. It's a mag group. They're what did Googlebot? Googlebots or Zykes, I guess I should say. He was like, yeah, none of them have particularly good records, but they all have some experience, which is pretty much what I can say for the majority of them. They all had pretty garbage records, but some experience. So I launch down here. This is closer to me, so I take it with my queen. And 10 minutes after the game start, I launch this and start moving over here because why not? And he's just kind of sitting there, and he doesn't really expand at all, except for that right there. Um, and so yeah, there. What? You know, that's weird because it says he doesn't have a higher, and he does because I have a higher. That's awkward. Anyway, so this is the opening. I give Googlebot Tamer for peace. I say, hey, let's have peace. 24-hour attack. No, I don't like fighting Z in these things. It's just not that great. Anyway, so I was hoping for the quick kill over here, and maybe for some reason he wouldn't log on and I'd kill him, and that's exactly what happened. He just didn't log on and I killed him immediately. This is day 1 hour 13. Actually, that's not when I got the kill, though. Yeah, it is 13:30. So that's fun. I launched here. I was in a rush at this point. I launched here, and I see that when I hit. That's awkward. I see that when I hit, there's 22, but it produces on the tick that I get there. So because of this 10-second layover or 10-minute layover, I lost the base, and this guy does this, and I'm thinking, okay, here's his sonar, maybe it was out of it. So I calculate the times, the sub was here. It wasn't out of his sonar, he saw it. I knew what he was doing. The 6 would unfortunately not take it, so I gifted it, and yeah, that happened. Anyway, scroll back a little bit. So, Chum Chum here, what's his face? Yeah, that is actually his name, I was just kind of being stupid. I make peace with everybody around me, pretty much. Prathy, Chum Chum, yeah, those guys. Oops, it jumped ahead. That's awkward. Oh, whoa. I guess this game is kind of short at this point. Anyway, so I hired some assassins and sent one to take Poseidon. Like, immediately after that, he sends these 20. Like, why didn't he send them before? I don't know. It's a clear attack. He's clearly moving these drillers in. I'm offering to buy Varuna off of him, and he's like, meh. And I know he's kind of winding up or whatever. And he goes back for more, Oh, speaking of which, this is that game where we're hiring offensive specialists. So yeah, that happens, and I bring in this to defend it. But while this is happening, I get oh, and his reason for attacking me was because I was allied with Yellow, which I wasn't. I even asked Yellow what his plans were, and he just didn't respond. So I don't know where he got this information, but it's not right. Anyway, he launches on me, and he's like, I need Clark Cry. I'm like, me too. Pay me for it. He's like, and then he attacks me over here at Neptune. I'm like, you're clearly attacking me and breaking our pact. He's like, well, what do you want for it? What do you want for it? I'm like, gift me everything coming at me, which at this point was this, plus this 8 right here. Yeah, there's an 8 behind that, 15, or a 5. I think it's a 5, whatever. A small amount of drillers. I said, gift everything coming at me and give me Soren. He's like, alright, you gift first. I'm like, he meant these drillers, right here. I'm like, I'm not gifting, I'm taking Soren. He's like, no deal. Your call is now. What do you offer? I said, I've already given my offer. He's like, not accepting. If you gift, we will have peace or something like that. And I'm like, I'm not gonna gift. I've given, and he's like, no, I said I'm not gonna gift. He's like, all right, what's your offer? He's like, you gift first or something weird like that. And I'm like, I'm not gonna gift. you accept my offer or we go to war. He's like, well, it's gonna be war then. I'm like, great, that's fine. He's like, I'm already fighting Chitons. I don't know what Chitons are. Chitons is not a player. And I just said, I don't care what you're doing or who you're fighting. I don't even get it. I don't care. He's like, so after this, he's like, I'm like, all right, we're going to war then. He's like, all right, but if you gift, we won't go to war. I said, this is literally what I typed into chat. I said, I'm done talking to you. And I just stopped talking. He was like, okay, baby. Whatever. Anyway, Chum's obviously working with him because this is out of Chum's sonar, this attack here, but it still does temporarily take it. Although, fortunately, there is no loss because I get there before any cycles happen and before any shields generate. So it really is just a waste of Chum's 9 drillers, which I am perfectly happy with. It's over. I kind of have this front secured. He doesn't really have a lot. I think this is going for Googlebot up at Vaccarino. So unless that wildly turns here, I don't think we should have a problem. It's day 2, 1920 something right now. Excuse me. 1958. Because I doubt you could see it otherwise. So this is about where it is right now. So I'm gonna lose Clark Rye, which doesn't bother me, because I get Soren, which is a factory. And so while neither of us are too heavy on factories over in this area, I have more. But the side I'm worried about a little bit more is over here. I don't think he's gonna beat me. I mean, he might get into Neptune and stuff, but I'm gonna be able to put up a solid defense. And what I'm doing right now is I'm really gonna hit Chum hard. I just launched this here. I'm gonna hit the 12, lose 2... hit the 6, lose nothing. Hit the base, lose nothing to the 6, lose 7 to the shields. And get into the base with this general right here down at Sweden. And then I'm launching one assassin after another, that's 2 subs. It takes this, and I think if he moves his smuggler really fast, he could get this whole group up here. But I don't really know what that would do. Actually, when does it get here? Actually, I can simulate that out right now. Yeah, see, he could get that there. I guess it would put up a little bit more shield and probably beat me if he did it there fast. But it's also moving his queen right into my territory, so he probably won't do it. But I'm not really worried. At some point along here, Abradolph something or other texts me, messages me, and says, "Want to fight Chum Chum?" And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, let's do it." And he's like, apparently Chum Chum sent like 100 drillers at him, which is about half of his drillers, and his other half are here dying to what I have. So I'm not really worried. I lose Costo for a cycle and a shield, which is kind of annoying. I could have planned that out better, but I take it back immediately. And this kind of, once I get to here in Varuna, I've kind of set up a front that he's not going to break through. I'm probably going to be able to move this general into Goss, into Raven pretty easily, and sweep him down. And once I do that, I can probably kind of ignore him, and then turn all these efforts here in Chongos, Poseidon, Cebu, Suijin, and turn those and push back towards... What? Did I know that before? When did that happen? Him and Googlebot are fighting as well. He suspected that Teal and Sky were multi-boxers, or at least IRL friends, and they might be IRL friends, because as far as I know, they both live in India. But I don't think they're working on the same thing, because this guy did this. Although, hilarious story. I was talking to PR Jat, and I said, hey, you want to fight PR Rathy with me? Yeah, they even have similar usernames now that I look at it. Ati. That's Ati. PR Ati. Ati? Wait, did I always say Ati? I don't know. Is that... Did he switch the H and the T, or is it always spelt like that? Spelt so British. A-H-T-I. A-T... Yeah, he did change it. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, I don't remember seeing that. When did he launch that? Day 2. Okay, he launched... This is launching right now. Googlebot's launching that. So that should make him even less of a problem on this front for me. Googlebot might be in a little bit of trouble, but I'm not. And, so, yeah, that'll help out me, and, he's fighting other people. I know Ark is fighting PR Jet, um, so the map's kind of at war right now, but I'm in a really good position. Like, normally, getting attacked by two people is sketchy sometimes, especially if they're decently good people, but when both of these guys attacked me, I really didn't care. Like, I wanted him to launch this 41 at Cebu. I did sort of make a mistake there that I probably should have waited about an hour and 20 minutes, and that would have made it so he didn't get the cycle, but I didn't. That was probably a mistake. But what I wanted to happen was I wanted him to launch this 41 at Cebu because it looks undefended, and then I could go assassin, assassin out at him, and I'd have a general there down here, so it would kill him, be able to take him, take Varuna, take Goss and Raven easily. He didn't do that. But even with that misstep, I still lock it down pretty quickly. I mean, that's day 312, and I've got it locked down on that front. And then I'm weak-ish over here, but so is PR Effie, and I'm not worried about these drillers at the current time. And Chum Chum's not particularly strong on my front either, so it's not like either of them have very good position against me, and I'm rambling again. But this has been a really good game so far. I'm not worried about my positioning at all. I don't know what was up with Kiesling. It like took forever to get taken. This is day 2, like hour 5 or something, and it wasn't even taken yet. I don't know if Googlebot just missed it or what, but it was kind of funny. Anyway, so that's what's happening. I even gifted this guy a few drillers, now that I look at it. I had made peace with everyone, yeah, about 6 there. And then he turns it around and attacks me. But yeah, that's the gist of it. Yeah, unfortunately he hit that cycle there. But that's what happened, and so, I mean, my position is really strong. My next hire's a lieutenant, so I'm gonna be able to get a double general pretty quick. I could have taken Varuna a few hours faster if I had hired an infiltrator, because the only thing to really get around is shields, but I didn't want to do that since I had a lieutenant coming up next hire. So hopefully I'll be able to general that. I could actually use a pirate in this position just because of how on top of Chum Chum I am. But whatever, I'm rambling again, because when I like the game, I can really get into it, which you guys know. So yeah, I'm not too worried at this point. Hopefully P. Rathy just directs all his subs at Googlebot, and then we won't have a problem. So it's going pretty well. I have some allies. Hopefully this guy does some smart stuff. This just took down the shields. It didn't even, like, kill any drillers. Just like, oh, bye-bye shields. I don't even care. Whatever. I hate it when people do that. Me and my brother were laughing about stupid attacks like that. Like, why would you do that? Like, you can simulate it. You can see it's going to be a failure. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, that's it. So, whenever you watch me again, you'll be like, wow, Clancy, you're so strong and powerful because Chum Chum's dead already, and Prathi is just bad and doesn't do anything to you. You'll probably say that. Oh, I should also mention this. Oh, yeah, I did mention that. But yeah, I take it back, and I don't lose anything. Okay, yeah, winning. Alright, I'll see you guys. This is a fun game for me. I'll say that. Alright, bye-bye.